If your vitamin C serum is browning after a month when you've barely used half the bottle, you're not imagining it. You are watching your money oxidize. Don't get me wrong, I like stylish videos, but style doesn't mean stability, and no one really tells you how quickly your serum starts to break down once you bring it home. On paper, most of these last up to 6 months, but in reality, you don't even get halfway through, am I right? But as a medicinal chemist and skincare passionate, I say no more browning. In this video, I'll show you how to fix 5 daily habits that are quietly ruining your vitamin C serum. And no, it's not just keeping it out of sunlight. There's real chemistry happening every single time you open that bottle. And one of these final details actually cost me £9,000 to learn at university. So if that sounds good, let's dive in. Now, you didn't buy vitamin C by accident. Science shows vitamin C calms down bad oxygen bodies that stress your skin. It helps collagen form properly and it tackles pigmentation. The problem is vitamin C is too good for its own good. So the same chemistry that makes it powerful on your skin also makes it vulnerable in a bottle. The moment you open it, it starts to react with oxygen. If you add light and moisture to that, the bonds in vitamin C that give you that dewy glow will start to break. And you know the signs. Once it becomes a toxic relationship where the red flags are orange, the healthiest option is to bin it. But if you keep using it, those compounds can stain your skin and you might end up looking more like a cheesy what's it than dewy and fresh. Which means after spending so much money on a serum like that, there's an uncomfortable truth we need to get comfy with, which is vitamin C looks after you only if you look after it. So before we even talk about techniques or brands, you need to know about the major thing that decides how long your vitamin C is going to live. The truth is, once you twist that cap open for the first time, seal integrity breaks and the clock starts ticking for your serum, and every warm, steamy shower you take makes that clock tick faster. As a lab girly that's looked after hundreds of reagents, I'm telling you, you don't need a bottle lid to be fully open for moisture and heat to get in. So let's prevent this. Grab your cling film, this much will do, wrap it around the bottleneck and you're done in 1 minute, I promise you. I also like to wrap the bottle in foil. Foil is once and you're done, but cling film needs to be wrapped after every use. So if you find this hard to stick to, follow step 3 and move the serum from the bathroom to your nightstand drawer. This way you're also protecting it from light. Most brands shield vitamin C from the sun by using opaque or amber bottles, but truth is, once it's in your hands, it's your responsibility. Oh, and while we're on this topic, you know frosted bottles, yeah, they may look cute and aesthetic, but they struggle to protect vitamin C nearly as well. Now remember when I said the clock started ticking? Well, the next step speeds up that clock even faster, and it's important that we tackle it now. This is the part that nobody talks about because they don't know it, and it's all hiding in a simple technique. Have you ever considered how many air bubbles you're introducing every time you use that dropper? You know the sound? I know you do. So here's how to use it properly to minimize that. When you twist the bottle, you'll find there's usually liquid in the dropper already. So I want you to empty the dropper, use it all. It may look like a lot, but I apply every 2 days and it's quite a wide area. Now, when you put the dropper back, I want you to keep pinching the bottle and slowly refill to avoid bubbles forming. And then I want you to twist the bottle tight. Next time you open it, that's the liquid that you're going to use, the one that's already present in the dropper. Now here's a bonus tweak that will help you even more. You see that bubble at the top of the dropper? This is it from earlier. It's important to get all the bubbles out to prevent as much oxidation as possible, so I would squeeze the pump multiple times until the bubbles burst before you refill. It takes a bit of practice, but after 2 or 3 days you get used to it. If you want an easier option, you can use a bottle that has a pump instead of a dropper, and some really bougie alternatives use an hermetic pump, and that will keep all of the air out. So it's less work for you, but more money out of your wallet. Next time you go shopping, I want you to pay attention to this cheeky trick that I see in a lot of serums. This grabs your attention and you're more likely to buy a product that has orange colorant. I'm not calling out any brand and you're free to use whatever product you want, but as a chemist and consumer, this bothers me. You see, pure vitamin C is naturally colorless, and as it degrades, it goes all the way to dark red. Now, if a serum starts already tinted orange, how are you supposed to know when degradation has begun? In my opinion, all serums should start colorless so that any color change is obvious. If the formulation is not all that, well, adding orange colorant is not going to improve it. In fact, it might confuse you further because you're going to associate it with oranges. Now, the next tip starts before you even buy the product, and it's going to save you money in the long run. So let's rewind and check your shopping cart. Most reliable vitamin C serums don't rely on vitamin C alone. They pair it with other antioxidants, vitamin E, ferulic acid, astaxanthin. It's quite an exotic name, but it's 550 times more potent than vitamin E, and even bakuchi oil. So it's quite an exotic range of antioxidants, but even the best formulated serum can't do its job properly if it just sits in a bottle. So my next tip for you is you need to use more. And I know it can be scary at first because obviously you want to prevent irritation and you've just spent a ton of money on something so precious, but it's gonna have to happen. You're gonna have to use it. If you only apply 2-3 drops twice a week, you won't get through that bottle before it oxidizes. Vitamin C isn't just for the middle of your face. Most formulations are also safe for under eye and neck areas. These areas are more sensitive, so if you notice tingling at first, just adjust based on how your skin responds. And if using more feels like too much, my best way to shield this serum is to skip it altogether. That's right, let me explain. As a girly with hypersensitive combination skin, I'll confess I no longer use vitamin C serums, but I use a cream instead. They are more stable and actually less irritating for my skin. And you know what? End of the day, it's about consistency. It's not just about concentration. Now, there's two things I always check on the cream label. I personally don't like creams with cosmetic glitter. It can make it look like your skin is glowing, but it's actually just reflecting light, and it's such a cheeky trick in my opinion. Like, I'm buying skincare, not makeup. If you want to skip it, then check the ingredients list for mica powder. And secondly, fragrance or perfume, it does absolutely nothing to benefit my skin, and in fact, it might irritate it further. Now, you might know the next step derms recommend after vitamin C is applying sunscreen. And that's where things get surprisingly controversial. Here's where I break down the biggest anti-sunscreen claims, what's actually true, where the real risks are, as someone who's actually researched these ingredients properly. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see this channel grow, and I hope I see you in a minute. Oh, and before I forget, if you have any recommendations for a vitamin C serum that is actually suitable for hypersensitive skin, I'm looking forward to your recommendations in the comments below.